I'm in Georgia.
I was like, what you mean?
So I'm in Georgia.
I said everything just
Covington,
I
Georgia.
left it off. So you're saying the very day that you all planned to go and get the DNA test, it was murder? It was murder.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Because I lived with my dad that year. I was 13 years old. I was 13. My father told me everything. I had a sibling for 28 years. 29 years, my baby brother got killed when he was 2. I didn't have no sibling. So I would have wanted a sibling all my life. My father would have told me that.
He didn't want to bring her out until the test was
He
completely
would not hide the hell nothing from me. My father told me everything. That's why I can't believe it. Because there's so many women that done did this.
That's her.
And said that the kid was mine. And I had to grow up without a sibling. That hurts.
You don't believe the fact that Ms. Bowman saying that he just didn't want to say anything to anybody until he knew for sure.
I don't believe that, Your Honor.
And you don't even believe the test was scheduled.
I don't believe it. I don't believe my father would have told me everything.
All right. I've heard enough testimony. It's time for the results. Jerome. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows. Because there wasn't a blood card available to test the DNA of the deceased, James Stewart, we performed a sibling test in order to determine if the deceased son, James Stewart, is related to Kalina Bowman. In the case of Bowman versus Bowman, it has been determined by this court that James Stewart and Kalina Bowman are related.
You're so sorry.
And since that's my granddaughter, you her brother, then you can be my son too.
Feel free to stay with your grandchildren.
Because I don't have a great-grandparent at all.
Oh, well, honey.
Yeah.
That's what you said. Yeah,
Ain't you get over here? I love you. Oh, my kid. Nobody wants to turn. Oh, it's so sweet. Not again.
Miss Bowman, what would you like to say to your daughter?
I'm sorry that I did this. And that you do this. And I hope that you can forgive me and we can start rebuilding our friendship back. Because I miss my baby.
that's it.
Ms. Baker, you say the fate of your marriage is riding on today's DNA results. You are suing to prove that your 3-month-old son, Caleb, was fathered by your husband, Mr. Baker.
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
Mr. Baker, you say it's medically impossible for you to have a child, and therefore
Yes, he is.
Caleb cannot be yours. You say if the DNA results prove you are not the father, you will leave your wife and family.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Baker, you say the relationship truly is on the rocks.
Yes, Your Honor.
Explain.
At the time I got pregnant, I was drinking quite a bit. I was drinking pretty much every day, and I was blacking out at night, and I wouldn't remember periods of time. I wouldn't remember.
Whether you were intimate with another man or
Yes, Your
not.
Honor. It's not fair to Mr. Baker, you know, and I love him with all my heart.
Mr. Baker, before this, was there like a
No, it
custody
might not be.
relationship?
Well,
I didn't know she was doing all
to
that.
be honest, when
Oh my God.
Elise and I had gotten together, the way that we got together was I had done some work in her home, and that's the way that we met. And we didn't do everything right. And I don't condone the actions that we took in our relationship. I was married, she was married. And whenever you have two people who are in a monogamous relationship come together, the way that we did, there's always gonna cast doubt on the back of your mind. How do I know she wouldn't do this to me? We did it to each other. And when we did that, we hurt a lot of people. We have 12 children today, but 11 children were deeply hurt because of the actions that we made. So because of how we got together, decisions that we made, there's always been that little nagging.
I mean, if she did it to him, she'll do it to me. If he did it to her, he'll do it to me. Absolutely. But it doesn't seem like that's your only doubt.
Well, just knowing other situations,
I
you
thought
know,
he
that went on
He said he
in
got other kids.
her marriage before she
Yeah,
was.
check keys.
Explain.
There were spending issues that were taking place in the marriage that he didn't know about. And I mean, to the point where, you know, that had put her in national limelight because she was overspending behind his back.
So you had instances in your previous marriage
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
that you said were revealed on the national stage, the limelight?
Well, I know that she had went on a very public show.
Which show did you go
The Oprah Winfrey Show.
on? Okay. And I wanted you to confirm that because I actually do remember that episode. And I remember your husband thought you were a certain amount of money in debt,
Correct, Your Honor.
but you were lying and the number was like,
Tens of
exactly.
Yes, Your Honor.
I remember that. Mr. Baker, knowing that also
How do you get
affects
those?
your ability to trust her.
Correct.
Ms. Baker, have you lied about cheating on Mr. Baker? Have you cheated on him?
No, I have not cheated on Mr. Baker, Your Honor. There's no recollection of anything ever happening to me while I was drinking, but just that thing in the back of my mind just keeps going, you know, did something happen to me and I just don't remember?
So the truth is that you don't really remember. You don't recall because of
I
the
think she
drinking.
making that up.
Correct, Your Honor.
Yeah.
Transpired.
That sounds like a
Correct,
ride
Your
out.
Honor.
So, Mr. Baker, you say that it's medically impossible for you to have fathered this child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Explain.
Back in 1991, when my ex was pregnant with our fourth child, while she was pregnant, I had a vasectomy.
Mm-hmm.
And so, based upon the research that I have done regarding vasectomies, once the procedure hits the 20-year mark, they literally put it into the realm of impossibility. So since it's been 23 years after a vasectomy, you've got to question, is it even possible for me to even conceive a child?
When you found out you were pregnant, you told your husband.
Well, what happened is I noticed I was getting a little bit of a belly, and it had been 3.5 months since I had a period. After I thought I was going through menopause, and I mentioned to Mr. Baker that I, hadn't had my menstrual cycle in 3 months, and he said, well, if you're pregnant, it's not for me. And so we went to the store and got a pregnancy test, and it at that time came out positive. And so he didn't believe the pregnancy test, so we went over to another store and bought 2 expensive tests, and both of those came out positive also.
When you found this out, Mr. Baker, what was your first thought?
I went on the internet. I Googled what can cause a false positive. And there's only 4 conditions that a false positive will show up on a pregnancy test. Obviously, number 1 is pregnancy. Number 2 is ovarian cancer. Number 3 is uterus cancer. Number 4 is any cancerous tumors in the uterus. I never slept that night because the only thing that's going through my mind is the obvious. Well, I know she's not pregnant because I had a vasectomy. I let her sleep through the night. I didn't sleep a wink. Went to work the next day. She calls me up at 11 o'clock crying hysterically. And I said, honey, what's wrong? She says, I'm not pregnant. I said, what do you mean you're not pregnant? How do you know? She goes, I'm dying of ovarian cancer.
Because she
I have every symptom. Because she went and researched.
looked up the same thing.
Yes,
Yes, I looked up the same thing the following
Yes,
day,
okay.
and, read the cancer. So that's when I thought maybe I had cancer, because you could have the floating belly just like you are pregnant. And
why don't you just go
I
to the
didn't
doctor?
feel pregnant. I've had 8 children of my own.
Hey.
I know what it feels like to be pregnant. Once I read that, we went to the emergency room. We waited around for 5 hours in the emergency room.
That's a lot of
And
kids,
Mr.
ain't it?
Baker actually left to go get me something to eat. And when he came back, I had already found out that I was 3.5 months pregnant.
And so at that point, Mr. Baker, when you find out she is pregnant, is that a new set of worry and mistrust?
You could only imagine what was going through my mind.
Yes. I can understand why you had that. And I can most certainly understand why that opened up another can of worms for you.
I couldn't believe it myself. I just took it as that it was a total miracle from God because of the baby. I quit drinking. So I just took it from God that He put this baby in my stomach to save me from my drinking, and also I was taking pills.
There's another part to it, Your Honor. Our one regret was that we never had a child together. We contacted a gentleman who is the predominant specialist on vasectomy reversal in the entire nation, located in San Diego. And they sent us a package because we discussed getting a reversal so that we can have a child. And when we thought about it, we have 11 children, 5 grandchildren. Here, forget it. We threw the package away. And then 6 months later, we regretted that we threw it away and we ordered a second one. And then we went through the same process again, and regrettably, we threw away that second one.
Now your wife is pregnant.
You know, my attitude is very simple. It better be a miracle from God.
And you, wow, you were in your 40s.
Yeah, 45. So, and you know, because of everything, and he doubted it, we at least took 20 ultrasounds. We went and had 20 ultrasounds of the 3D/4D to see what the baby looked like, to see if it looked like him.
And it must be hard to really wrap your head around the fact that your husband's 49. That already, I mean,
Yeah.
as men age, their sperm count dwindles as well. Not just women.
That's true.
Well, at this point, the court would like to call an expert witness, Dr. Jamila Gator from Rise Wellness and Spa. Ryan, can you please escort Ms. Gator to the courtroom? Hello, Dr. Gator. Thank you so much for joining us. We've been talking to Mr. and Ms. Baker. They have a very interesting And so we need to rely on you to give us some insight as to the possibility of a 49-year-old man that has
He look like a gunfighter. Look at you tired. That's what like granddaddy.
A 49-year-old man really doesn't have issues with fertility typically. 85% of sperm counts at that age are going to be normal. As you age, it's really more the quality of the sperm, and that tends to be affected by lifestyle factors such as smoking and drinking.
Okay.
However, in Mr. Baker's case, he's had a vasectomy, and if it was a successful vasectomy, then the sperm count should be 0, and it would be impossible for him to father a child. But what often happens is that men don't do the proper follow-up after the vasectomy to ensure that it was in fact successful.
And what is that follow-up exactly?
Typically 3 months and then again a year later for follow-up.
All right, and so, Mr. Baker, did you do the 3-month follow-up?
Yes, Your Honor.
And at that time, were you told that the vasectomy, the procedure had gone well?
I was good to go. I was cleared.
You were? Okay, and so he did that, and then what would be the next step after that, Dr. Gator?
Well, then to follow up again at a year to make sure that the vasectomy did not fail.
Did you follow up in a year?
No.
Mr. Baker?
No, Your Honor.
You did not.
And that's typical. Only 8% of men do their year follow-up. But
Really?
Yes.
Oh, was the procedure that important?
Well, usually the second follow-up procedure was if you failed the first one. But if you pass the first one and you have, 0 sperm count, then you were good to go.
Okay,
The year follow-up is actually, like we were talking about before, to make sure that the vasectomy doesn't fail. It's very rare, but in about 4,000 cases, the vas deferens, which is the tube that carries the sperm, that's what we cut during the procedure. And very rarely, that tube can grow back over time. So when we ask for follow-up in a year's time, we're checking the sperm count to make sure that there's still no sperm and to make sure that that tube did not grow back together.
and that was the follow-up that he missed.
Correct.
Where they would have checked to see if potentially it almost would have reconnected itself.
Exactly. So when we look at this, it does not make it impossible for him to father. He should have about a 1.5% chance of fathering a child.
Very, very slim,
Yes,
but possible.
possible. It only takes one sperm.
Ms. Baker, based upon what you've heard, Dr. Gator explained to us today, how are you feeling now?
I just believe that the Lord, had this happen.
And so you are hanging your hat on the 1.5% because you truly believe this is your husband's child.
Yes, I do.
And Mr. Baker, your contention is, if in fact this child is not your biological child, you are going to leave the relationship.
Your Honor, how could you trust? Well, I blanked out, I didn't know, I mean, how could you trust? I don't mean to sound cold. I love my son. I love him with all my heart. Your wife's drowning, your son's drowning, and you're right there, and you want to save them both, but you can't save them both. I mean, it's an impossible decision. I mean, like I said, Your Honor, today there's a lot at stake here. Not just for me. I mean, that little boy who loves Daddy.
Exactly.
Our children, I mean, devastating. I mean, we have a blended family that people only dream of. Because our children love each other, and they're best friends, and they support each other. I mean, you're talking about a devastating end result. If this comes back anything other than a miracle from God.
I, in my heart of hearts, believe it is Mr. Baker's. I do not recall any other guy doing anything to me while I had to drink. There's no recollection. This man is the love of my life, and I would be devastated if that's not came out of him.
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics,
That'll be his.
and they read as follows. In the case of Baker versus Baker, when it comes to 3-month-old Caleb Baker, it has been determined by this court, Mr. Baker, you are the master.
Oh my God.
This is a courtroom where very special things happen, right, bro? But this, I must say,
It's just been a very tough road. And we've had to rebuild walls that were broken down and help restore lives that were destroyed because of actions that we made. And I wouldn't trade the relationship with the love of my life, and I thank God for his blessings. And
Ms. Baker, I have to say, there was one thing you said in your testimony is you felt like maybe this baby was a gift from God because as soon as you found out you were pregnant, you stopped drinking.
Yes.
And you've been sober.
Yes.
Stay on that path. Ms. Norville, you summoned the defendant
What the chance I did to her?
court
Yeah.
to prove
What the
that
chance I did to her?
you say his denial stems from his immature wife, and you're here to set them straight. Is that correct?
Yes.
Mr. and Mrs. Ward, you state that Ms. Norville is the only person to blame for this DNA drama because she cheated with her ex. You and your wife are confident the results will prove that you are not Jacqueline's father, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
So
They're
Ms.
about to
Bowman,
be
why did
disappointed.
the
Be the father.
defendant's wife is denying?
Because prior to him marrying her, the defendant, first name known, that he knew for 2 weeks, he never denied it. He was there when I found out I was pregnant. We were living together, okay, first of all. So I don't understand now all of a sudden since the new baby and the new wife, I don't understand how the new baby and the new wife, now she's not married. You know, you understand what I'm saying? Like, he's so
She look
wishy-washy.
like him.
He just texted me last night. But that's Mrs. Ward. You understand what I mean? That's
He
Mrs.
just
Ward.
texted last night.
I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to get married.
Oh, you came with receipts?
I didn't mean to get married. I mean, it's just so much.
What is that in your hand?
Oh, this is a message
every night.
I know.
So hold on, Miss Norville, what do you have in your hand?
The text message from him last night. I was gonna tell you this one.
Jerome, let me see that.
He should have known about him.
That's,
Oh, so this comes from Dean Ward.
Yes, ma'am.
I got married, which I shouldn't have. Just understand me, I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am.
You text back, so that means what? I don't see you or get to talk to you, but I have to be miserable, no Kadeem. Then you write back, Mr. Ward, when I'm done with this, you can have all my time and you can have it now. I just want to get this divorce and be done with it. And then,
man, all those.
and then you say, bye Kadeem. And then you write, stop saying bye. I love you.
Yeah, I mean, cause bye means forever.
Oh,
You get all these text messages while he has a wife.
Who text first?
That don't matter.
You wrote me first.
I did.
You definitely wrote me
What
first.
does it, who
Oh
cares
my
who texts
God.
first?
See, he will divorce his wife and his wife is there with sex. That's why you don't stand for this man. Let them deal with their own messy
I'll take that
situation.
phone.
That's not a marriage.
We wanted to know what hotel I was at.
Oh, the woman is still even talking. Oh.
Let's get some order in here. So, you say he was perfectly comfortable with the baby until he got married.
I was not completely comfortable at first with Jacqueline being my daughter because I had all went down. We moved into an apartment together. Not even a week later, she's kicking me out by my kiddo. So it's like, I'm the baby daddy, but you kick me out. So what type of love is that? What type of love is that?
Honestly, all right. So tell me when you found out you were pregnant.
I found out I was pregnant before my birthday. We were in the lodge.
Okay, were you telling him there could be another father?
No.
But you did admit that you had slept with your ex.
On my birthday.
No, you didn't sleep with her on your birthday. I slept with her before her birthday because she told me she cheated on me on her birthday.
No, I slept
How
with
did
him
you
on my
slept
birthday.
with her on your birthday? You told me you cheated on me
Earlier
on your
that day,
birthday.
I slept with him on my birthday.
No, you said it was a couple weeks beforehand that it was in the same
No, it was on
period
my
of time
birthday.
before because she didn't know who
He still wouldn't do that.
Okay,
On my birthday.
all right. So you have all this confused, not yet.
Yeah, I don't think he wants to do with the wife. No.
Like he did with her.
You admit to it, there's the baby.
She looking crazy. I would have loved her.
Oh my God, man. I won't stand there. I'm not standing there with you.
Throughout this
Deal
process,
with your mess.
supporting her through the pregnancy, that you go to a doctor's appointment,
Don't because
and you say you did push him away.
Honestly, I pushed him away because my ex cheated. And I felt obligated because he.
All right, so you in some, you basically are caught up in a thing with the ex, and you still got Mr. Ward. And so you did push Mr. Ward away, so he's not at any of the doctor's appointments. What about the birth?
no, I didn't even know she was born. I knew like 2 months afterwards she was born. And I know about my mom.
She came to my house. She was only a couple
She was
weeks
2
old.
months, man.
She was 6 weeks.
She was 2 months.
She was 6 weeks.
She was 2 months.
She was so gay. Hold on, let me understand the story. If you knew for certain Mr. Ward was your child's biological father, did you put his name on the birth certificate?
Oh, no.
Why not?
Not at all.
So you see why
And
not?
why?
Because he was married and I didn't want to deal with it.
What did that have to do with my child?
Honestly, he was married. I'm just over it. And I'm pregnant now. I'm just over it. I'm over
Right, it ain't over.
And the wife is there looking stupid. How will you put yourself in that kind of situation? You understand?
She needed diapers. I bought. When he got I bought that. Oh, he took it back. No, he took it back. He took it back. What kind of love triangle is this?
She said, what kind of love triangle is this?
Listen.
You're not going on today.
They almost want to live together.
Triangle is full of fat. It's a lot.
She said, I ain't leaving it
And
there.
I've heard a lot.
I don't know, you moving fast now. I think I want to be out of here. What time will we be done?
Huh?
What time will we be done?
12 a.m.
12 p.m.
My name is Carmelita Wilson.
Hi, Ms.
We'll be
Wilson.
done at 12 p.m. Okay?
What time?
12?
12.
You're not going. I said it. Okay. And then it's going on.
All right, can you please tell the court why you're choosing to testify on the side as opposing your son?
Because Jacqueline, that's my granddaughter. I don't dispute it. I mean, I look at her and sent me a picture of her. I knew it. And I told my son, you get DNA all you want to. It's going to come out 99.9. He only denied the baby because of his wife denied her from the beginning. And for what I don't understand is for my son to deny her because he say she cheated. Well, his wife cheated for 7 months. They been married a year. So basically she cheated.
Look how you looking at
Oh my God.
So for him to not have doubts or questions about his wife, baby, is crazy. But I'm a grandmama of 12. I know all my grandkids. All of them. Look at that.
And that was baby. You know, the hair.
that little baby got the same color hair he got.
Mr. Ward, your mother has set forth some very strong allegations that your wife was cheating. Do you know that your wife is cheating? Have you found something out? I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to your husband. Mr. Ward, answer my question.
So I was at work, someone was telling me, so you love somebody, you know, somebody going wrong, you feel it. Go home, I grabbed the phone, went through it. What are you doing? I seen him, message. Right in my face. So I seen that, it's all back in January. I like that. You know what I'm saying?
So you took Capison to school.
Pulling up to my house.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I seen him.
How will you want more Capison?
You know, he talking about I love you. But anyway,
So you
that-
pretty
You took Capison to school.
was Jingle.
Oh, that's a whole mess.
That's what the parents are.
No, give them soda. No. You guys should take Sprite. Small. Don't turn it like water.
paternity has lied on your lifestyle and not absorb it. Do you have a question of paternity as it relates to your wife's child?
Yeah. You know, at first I did for a long time, you know, I really didn't believe, you know, he was mine.
Okay.
He got conceived in January, and the tape lessons go all the way back to January with the guy, all the way to the present when I had found out that, you know, he was cheating.
Oh, it's cheating.
All the way to game time.
Let's talk about the relationship that you have with both children. Are you in Jacqueline's life?
I can't really say that like how it's supposed to be, but the other one, yes, I'm in the other one since birth. Because, you know, I did sign a birth certificate and I was there with the man.
With your wife's child?
I was there. I like that. I was there when she was born. She didn't know she was born. My dad didn't know her birth certificate.
Do you want to be Jacqueline's biological father? Do you want today's paternity results to you are the father?
Yes, ma'am. You know, I love all my kids. You know what I mean? I don't have and the kids I got nothing to do with it. Despite what she did, despite what I did. You know what I'm saying? If she's mine, hey,
It's gonna stay the same.
it's gonna be great. I'll be in her life more than I am now.
No, it'll stay the same.
No, it's not.
It'll stay, she's not allowed in the house, so it'll stay the same.
And that's another thing. You see,
I'm juggling between you. Stuffing women, if I can say that without.
You know why she's not out of her house.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you say juggling?
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you juggling between two women, all right, yeah.
I can't take. You know what I'm saying? Okay, Jay. Her house. I can't take that.
So he just gonna deal with both of them.
Nobody. So it's like,
Oh, nice.
Well, if
You got the two kids.
your child is in question and your girlfriend's child is in question, girlfriend is pregnant, I guess we'll see you back. This saga is not ending anytime soon. They already have a
It's
scene where they can't
sticking
let
with
go.
both of them.
So as soon as he
And I
figures
believe
out
they
he's
know
gonna be
it.
entertained by some other man, why not just go back to the girl I really love?
evidently, I really love her.
Well, evidently, if you want to talk about the evidently, root word of evidently is evident, root word of evident is evident, it is evident that he still does love you.
He said,
The fact that she's pregnant again, and she's saying that it's your husband's baby again, is more evident. Oh, wait, baby, twins. Oh, you said twins?
Hey, you're sorry for me. Why would you stand there with him?
Results, please. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics and they read as
be the
in
dad.
the case of Norville versus Ward, when it comes to 7-month-old Jackson, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Ward, you are the father. Yes, I knew it.
My mom has said it.
Go ahead. Get a trash can for us. Ms. Norville, I know this has not been easy. Thank you for coming back to the courtroom. And we can resume
Sure.
with the results. Are we ready for the second set of results?
What's the second set?
So,
The baby, watch baby.
and they read as follows. In the case of Norville versus Ward, when it comes to 1-month-old Kadeem Ward Jr., it has been determined by this court. Mr. Ward,
That is baby.
you are the father.
We have a lot of twins coming. Oh God.
This time. So, Mr. Ward, it's been determined in this courtroom today
Now you're gonna have 4
you have
kids.
2 children. 6 months apart. One with your wife and one with your girlfriend. And maybe 2 more with your girlfriend on the way. You gotta get yourself together.
That's right.
I can't even in words put together what this is gonna mean for these children when they grow up and wonder why are we so close in age but got 2 different moms.
I gotta tell them the truth.
And oh, you gonna have to. You can't lie about it. This is chaos. This is gonna be chaotic for these children. It's all wrong. It's time to start trying to get it right. Go out and talk to Dr. Jim. Be honest. Figure out what y'all gonna do with this. This is messed up. And all of y'all got sense. That's the thing. Be different if I'm sitting here looking at the whole people and say, ooh, grown left their cards. You know? But no, y'all all got sense. All of you.
custody, is that correct?
I got a new grandbaby since I seen you.
Dispute to be
Huh?
I got a grandbaby since the last time I was here.
Really? Oh my God, congrats.
Yeah, my daughter had a baby in May.
Oh wow.
She had a boy.
Oh my God. Your
Yeah,
grandma.
I'm a grandma. Yeah.
Your first grandma?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God, you're a grandma. He's so cute. Oh my God. He's, look at his
Yeah,
head.
she got a lot of hair.
He's so cute.
Personally, Your Honor, he's very difficult. He doesn't know how to communicate, Your Honor.
Yeah,
I can't.
He's very cute. Look at his head.
well, that's all
Oh
I
my
said.
God, I love the hair. The hair is so thick.
Yep.
Legally.
I love it when they're so small like this, so innocent. You don't look for your trouble.
Yep.
And now, when they start crying,
3 months, he'll be 4 months. On September 3rd.
it's so cute. She stay in Georgia?
Uh-huh, she live in Riverdale.
Oh wow. Can you swing by and see your grandson?
Uh-huh. I think he might, her husband is a police officer, so he worked overnight sometime on the weekend, so I think this is weekend at work, so they stay on the house when he's working.
Okay.
So they probably come tonight.
They'll come today?
Yeah, they'll come tonight and we'll, hang out tomorrow and then we'll go to church Sunday.
Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's a blessing.
Yeah, it is. It's a
A
blessing.
big blessing.
Yep, and then I just found out my son that lives in Miami, his wife is pregnant.
Wow.
And she's having a girl.
Jeez.
But it's so crazy because, and I tried to tell them that they was trying to like, they've been married for probably like 5 years, but they was giving up because she couldn't conceive, she was having some issues. And so I think they tried to do the IVF and
Yeah.
it didn't work. And so they started the surrogacy process. They have a surrogate, they don't pay all this money for the surrogate. And the day that the first time that the surrogate was supposed to go and do the transfer to get pregnant with the baby,
Yeah.
she lives in Texas and they were supposed to meet her in New York.
Yeah.
Well, my daughter-in-law was sick that night, so she couldn't fly to New York and she found out she was pregnant. So that means that next year they're probably gonna have 2 babies because they're gonna still do surrogacy.
Continue with the
Yeah,
surrogate.
because
Grandma duty is calling you.
Yeah. So now I might have 2
You've been
more
busy
babies.
now.
Yep.
I guess your house, you gotta prepare it. Start seeing the kids running up and down. Oh my
Yeah.
God, that's
I wish they lived closer. They live
That's
in
a
Miami.
good news. Good news.
Yep.
Oh my God, congratulations.
Right.
It's a blessing.
A blessing. Yep. I said, look at God.
It's a big blessing.
And I kept telling them, no, y'all should just wait, just give it some time. God do what He gonna do in His time, and you can't, like, you can't
we
rush.
human, we are too rushed.
Yeah.
We don't have that patience.
Right.
We don't have that patience.
Who stayed there all 3 days and out?
In her, we still give God the glory.
Yep.
You know what I mean? My daughter just right there. Work.
And Mr. Moses, I can see this makes you emotional when you talk about it, because you love this baby.
That's my daughter. That's mine. Mine is mine. Until these results say otherwise, that's my daughter.
And you say you were led to believe she's yours. That's what you were told.
Well, she's so
Oh,
pretty.
she's just beautiful. That's my baby. Yeah, that's my baby. She's so cute. I would love her to be my daughter.
Why do you think she's saying?
I feel she has a guilty conscience within her that she has to clear up more than with me. I know it's my child. You know what I mean? I believe it's my child. I feel like her.
And lady should know.
She has a different feeling inside her.
And when this emotion that you feel in this moment,
Betrayed. Betrayed.
Betrayed who though? You're very disrespectful of me.
You're very
You
disrespectful.
made my life a living hell.
You made my life a living hell. Who more?
Let's turn right now to the universe and that she's not the baby.
Who bothered who married? Who bothered who more?
You bothered who married, Malik.
Don't fuck that with me.
Malik, whatever. She's not your baby.
She does numerous things to me.
You know what I mean? If I'm dealing with a female, she don't like that female, I can't get my daughter because I'm gonna be at that female house.
That's a lie.
It's obvious you all have hit messy mode.
Right.
It's just messy now.
Yeah.
But in terms of the paternity, you are saying definitively, Miss Lidle, you're not the father.
True. Like when she was first born, she looked like me. She doesn't look like him no more. She looks like my ex.
If you want more episodes of Paternity Court, make sure to subscribe and click
That man
on
about to cry in the courtroom. That's something, you know, they be wanting them, men that be wanting them, they don't be wanting them to be there.
Yeah.
So, okay, I need to understand this. If she looks like your ex, you really believe she's your ex, and at 8 months old, you told Mr. Moses he may not be the father. Why is Mr. Moses in the hospital? Why is he there for the birth? Why does he sign the birth certificate? Why does the baby go home with him? Why does he have visitation and you're giving him visitation? Why?
Legally, he is the father. I told him that before I had the baby.
No, legally he does have a legal right to see the child because he signed the birth certificate. So you're here to tell me that because he has that legal right, you're letting him see the child?
They have a
Somehow
bond.
I don't believe this is based on the law.
They have a bond, Your Honor. But he did step up and he was there. So
I just feel it's unfair for me. Because, like I said, I did step up. You know what I mean? For her to tell me, as a man, I'm not the father of my daughter. And I stepped up to be the father to my daughter.
I told you that before I had the baby though. So you have to
Let him finish the
But
sentence.
she tells me this off and on. If you're gonna tell me something, you stick to it. You gotta stick to it. You know what I mean? Don't be on the fence. You know what I mean? Oh, you know, return it. Come get your daughter. Come, you know what I mean? Oh, I don't like it now. No, can't get it. Stick to one side. Let me know. First of all, it ain't even between us. I don't care. I like this. But we got a little girl to grow up. We got a little girl to grow up.
No, we don't.
But that's the attitude. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a good boyfriend or whatever, but I'm a great father. No, I'm not a good boyfriend. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm a great father. For me to be just like belittled in any way for my daughter is disrespectful.
What's disrespectful is the things that you do, Mr. Moses.
I do you.
I asked him not, this girl had written me on Facebook, so I told him, do not bring my daughter over there.
She started trouble with you.
All right, listen. Now we're again off the subject of paternity. See, you all are intent on airing out all your messages in here. I'm concerned about mine. I'm trying to figure out who's her biological father. She's 1 year now. And as far as we know now, she thinks Mr. Moses is her dad. Is that correct?
She knows I'm
That's the only dad she's ever known?
Yes, Your Honor.
So the stakes are high here because the truth is, she will know if this man is now missing from her life. And now this baby is calling you dada, and her mother is saying no, that's not.
I heard.
I can only imagine what that feels like. Because he's still so new. It's just a year.
Seems like yesterday.
Okay, yeah, you're first.
My first.
I get it. But I also understand your position. And if there's a question, better for us to know now. But I have to ask you, Ms. Lidle, do you truly believe Mr. Moses is not the biological father? Or is your relationship just at such a negative point, a hollow point, that you just don't want him?
I just don't want him to be the father, Your Honor. I just don't. I can't deal with this man for the rest of my life, for 18 years. I can't deal with him for another day. I don't even want to be right inside. Like, I don't want him to be the father. I just can't do it anymore.
Do you really know who your child's father is?
I slept with both of them around the time I got pregnant.
Okay, so that means you know. And look, this is why we're here. Just lay it on the line, so you don't know. And at 8 months, you told him.
Yeah.
But then when he still decided to be there, did the other guy not really want to be there? Why did you let him? You kept saying, well, he stepped up.
The other guy, he stepped back because he stepped up. You know, he didn't know that this was his short, and he stepped up, so he took it back.
Oh, sometimes I did like those. don't talk. Cause I just need to process it because I finally got it. You don't know who the child's father is. The ex doesn't know for certain. You informed Mr. Moses that you didn't know for certain. But because of the confusion, the ex kind of dropped back, but Mr. Moses still came on up and stepped up to the plate.
Yeah.
So you allowed him to be there even though there was confusion and you didn't know.
Yes, Your
I get it now. Your ex, Mr. Green, is here. I'd like to hear from him. Ron, will you please escort Mr. Green in?
You see what he look like? No, he not the dad.
Sure.
I don't think so. One of them is, but I don't think it's him. I think it's the other one.
You look real cool coming down the courtroom, but you know you can't wear no sunglasses in my courtroom now. Thank you, sir. So let me make sure I have an understanding of this. She came and told you, I'm pregnant. Well, you all been dealing with each other. She says you're her ex. But once she told you that, she also admitted openly, point blank, that Mr. Moses also was a potential father. And then she added, but he's stepping up to the plate.
He stepped up to the plate, and I mean, we had intercourse one time, and it's a possibility that she might be mine.
Miss Lidle, have you let Mr. Green into Lamaya's life at all?
I mean, Mr. Green is my friend. We hang out, and when I got the baby, he's around. You know, she's around him. She doesn't know him as daddy.
She does.
No, but he's definitely been around.
I think that was a father. You think so? That might be. Yeah. They did that side by side.
Because
She do.
I never really let them bond because he stepped up to the plate, but he's been around.
So, Mr. Green, when you're around
Mr.
Lamaya,
Green might be the
Miss
father.
Lidle, is something
Cause
going
she
on
do
in
look
your
like
mind?
him.
Every time you see her, like, is this my child? Does she look like me? It does.
That's natural.
Miss Lidle, you're saying you hope Mr. Green is Lamaya's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Why?
We have a
You don't wanna be
friendship,
daddy.
but, it's just a better environment for my daughter to be raised in because it's not poisonous like our relationship. You know, I don't want my daughter to have to see me arguing and fighting with her dad all the night.
So when you say, I don't want him to be the father, it really is based upon the nature of your relationship and the way in which you both interact.
Yes.
You just feel like it's toxic.
Yes,
When we good, when we bad. She make it seem like we all bad.
it is all that.
No, she make it bad.
Well, it can't be all bad because you wouldn't have potentially been in this courtroom making this beautiful child. So there's no way it could have always been bad. And if it was always bad, you wouldn't have wanted him around you in the delivery room, definitely not on the birth certificate. You don't want to be bothered with nobody you don't want to be bothered with when you have a baby.
That's why I'm here.
So what I'm saying is, it wasn't always bad. All right, so we know what you're hoping for, Mr. Moses. You're hoping Lamaya is your biological child.
Yeah, I think it's this man. Cause
I think
look at her color.
Yeah.
I don't think it's his. He got the crown of courtroom. Lord, I'm like,
These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics, and they read as follows.
Don't know. Keep that laptop now.
you looking at the paper.
Keep the laptop and calm down.
In the case of Moses Green v. Lidle,
Why they gotta do all that?
pertaining to whether Mr. Moses
It's
or Mr.
YouTube,
Green
so they add
is the
advice.
father of 1-year-old Lamaya Moses.
Oh, she's so pretty.
It has been determined by this court. The biological father is Mr.
Green.
Green.
You are the father.
You are the father. I'm sorry, Mr. Moses.
Okay. I'm just glad to know. You know what I mean? It's a bittersweet feeling for mine. You know, I would have loved to be the biological father of somebody, but no longer I think that.
Right,
You know, so, you know,
the feeling is mutual.
We sit here day after day and we see very
And I heard that her baby got a daddy that looked like him when he was on him.
Hospital father.
The way he over there, he's looking
Somebody
like
say, I want hands
disappointed.
off of my
Yeah.
And something like you step up to the plate, even when there is uncertainty on the table. I commend you for that. Ms. Parker, your relationship is on the verge of ending.
Yes, Your Honor.
You're summoning your boyfriend, Mr. Brown, for paternity test to prove
She's
that
20
he
years
is your
old.
6-month-old son, Malachi's father.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown, you
Oh
said
my
you
God,
knew
she's
Malachi was
old.
born,
Mhm.
but began to
She
have
needs to be
security
dead.
doubts
Yeah.
because of Ms. Parker's scandalous behavior.
Yes, Your Honor.
In addition to the paternity test, you countersued for a lie detector test to prove the extent of her cheating.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Brown, clearly, you're in court because you have no trust for Ms. Parker.
20 years old?
Well,
Not
I was 40.
Our relationship was good.
They say it's
We
20.
loved each other very much. Then later on, she just started doing things. I remember one time later on in the relationship, I called her. I couldn't get in contact with her. I called her parents. I don't know I called her dad. He was at work. I don't know where she at.
Wait, you had a relationship and it was going well, then she disappeared?
Just one day I decided to call, and I was like,
Did you disappear, Ms. Parker?
Your Honor, I object. Your Honor, I object. I feel like that I need to be free because at the end of the day,
I wasn't doing anything.
what you mean? I'm just saying, put it on set, honey, because that's
Oh, but I'm gonna go to work and do stuff, so I'm supposed to be.
Hold on now. I want to understand, Ms. Parker. Mr. Brown said you all were in a relationship and it was going well.
yes, Your
You
Honor.
were happy.
Yes,
Is that true?
yes, Your
And
Honor.
then all of a sudden he says one day he calls you and nobody could find you.
Right.
Did that happen?
I was with my friend. He would not let me have no friends.
You have no friends.
He won't let
Oh
me
my
have
God.
no friends. I cannot even step out my friends to go have a dinner with. It's just a girl.
Are you saying you got to a point in the relationship where you felt smothered?
But I felt like I couldn't go nowhere. But I felt like I was stuck in the house 24/7. He just want to lay up under me, and I cannot go anywhere.
Are you serious?
Yes, Your Honor.
No.
Brown, you thought she was out with another man during this time?
I don't know what she was doing. She never told me anything. I called, no answer. I text, no answer. Called people, called parents. Then no one knows. I'm not sure where she was.
You didn't know where, you just didn't know where she was. You wanted to know where.
Just as a cross, just in case something happened.
Did you trust her at that time?
Yeah. I mean, I trust her, but it's just.
Your Honor, I feel like
So if you're in a relationship with somebody and was it a committed relationship?
Yes.
So, Miss Parker, why do you get missing without saying, hey babe, I'm, over here?
Because I feel like he's insecure. Because like I feel like he don't.
Insecure about
He
what?
does not let me go anywhere, Your Honor. I always have to be stuck in the house 24/7.
I didn't say that back in house. You should be taking a baby sometime.
So wait, so bottom line is, you're in a relationship, it's going well. Then you have a period of time where you feel like you're smothered, you gotta get out, and you get missing, and he doesn't know where you are. But at some point, it comes back together because you get pregnant.
Right.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Well, Your Honor, I got pregnant around his 25th birthday, and I told him I was pregnant. He didn't believe it because it was a dog at pregnancy test. So I went to Braids N Hospital, and I confirmed I was pregnant. So I called him on the phone. He had a few minutes to talk. So after we talked about getting married. We talked about having other kids in the future. At the end of the day, I feel like he's insecure. He won't trust me.
Trust you?
Wait, hold on.
Sure.
So wait. You find out you're pregnant, you take the test, he says, that's from the dollar store, I want something that I can feel like I can
He
do.
was excited when
So
I
you go to the hospital, you have a test, it is confirmed you're pregnant.
Correct.
And Mr. Brown, when she told you she was in fact pregnant, after she went to the doctor, were you happy about it?
I was happy.
You were. At that moment in time, did you think that is my child?
Yes.
Even though you had had the period of time where she got missing and you didn't trust her, you felt in that moment, I feel secure, this is my child. So now, when did it change? I mean, when did you start having doubts?
She kept, after the baby was born, she kept doing it. She kept leaving.
So you were with her while the baby was born.
I was in the delivery room.
Did you sign the birth certificate?
I didn't sign birth certificate.
Did you have a doubt?
Yes, a 50% doubt.
That's a big one.
Yes.
So you couldn't bring yourself to sign the birth certificate because you knew you had a doubt.
Yes.
What was that doubt based on?
Then the dates, they're not adding up.
You said the dates are not adding up? What about the dates didn't add up?
Well, like she said, she got pregnant during June. The baby was born in January.
Hold on, let me get my calendar. Let me understand this. All right, so when was Malachi born?
He was born January 5th.
January the 5th, all right? So baby born. And take me back, you said, what about this time of this birth didn't add up to you?
I did research, and I found out that full-term pregnancy between 39 and 40 weeks. And if you get pregnant in June, the baby should have been born probably in February.
So you guys met when?
We met
June 1st.
I found out I was pregnant June 4th on his birthday.
Huh?
So
3 days later?
June the 1st,
Correct.
and you found out you were pregnant on June the 4th?
Oh, yeah, but you wasn't doing
So 1, 2,
Uh-huh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The met when? June 4th, June 1st.
Because I had heart problem and I have high blood pressure. Yeah, and I have evidence right here if you want to see because my baby, he was
Oh,
small
will you hand that to me, please?
and you can see as in his weight.
So this evidence is copies of your hospital discharge paper.
Correct, Your Honor.
It says that Malachi was born at 1,730 grams, which is 3.8 pounds.
Correct.
So premature indeed.
Mm-hmm.
So your testimony is that he was born early,
Yes,
very
sir.
early.
Yes, he was born
Okay,
very
but
early.
that still doesn't matter about the baby was born early.
What you mean? Yes, it does. I had high blood pressure and I had heart problems.
Oh, okay, but
You
still.
understand what it means to be premature, right?
The date doesn't matter. You still a
What
father.
the dates don't
What
matter?
you mean? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
He is talking about now his doubt. He's saying you met on the 1st and you was pregnant on the 4th. Were you intimate with any other men around that time?
Yeah.
Yes, Your Honor, but that was at the beginning of May.
Okay, let me go back to
Oh.
So that's the
So,
baby
on the
daddy.
beginning of May, you had another guy, guy number 2.
Yeah, the guy
That you
in the
mentioned.
hospital was together. Mm-hmm.
You're admitting that in the month right before you met Mr. Brown, you were also intimate with
Yes,
another.
I was honest with Mr. Brown from the beginning. I told Mr. Brown that it could possibly be the other man baby. But unfortunately,
But
Mr.
it's
Brown,
though.
Mr. Brown, I know it's Mr. Brown because he's been there since day one.
You know it's Mr. Brown's baby.
The baby
You were
boy.
having sex since the day you met. But isn't it also true, Ms. Parker, that if you were intimate with another man around that
There's still a
time, it
possibility.
could potentially be his baby as well?
Mm-hmm. See, the court got my back.
No, Your Honor. I feel like it is Mr. Brown, baby. Because look at the resemblance.
What you feel
Right.
and what you know,
Mm-hmm.
2 completely different things.
She was
You
already
had
pregnant,
sex with
right?
another man the month, right? The previous month, right?
That's for you.
And that relationship lasted until you met Mr. Brown.
It really wasn't nasty. It was on and off. We just probably I'd probably say like a 3 days. That's it. So we wanted 3 days.
And then when you're saying when you met Mr. Brown, you were exclusively with him.
I was exclusively with him. I wasn't with nobody. I ain't cheated on Mr. Brown. I was with Mr. Brown for 1 whole year. And
Yeah,
never
what about the days
cheated
that you was
on him.
going out when I told you no, don't go somewhere?
Okay, but that doesn't mean I was.
She talking about no, don't go nowhere.
What you mean? How do you know that? You don't know that.
No point is asking him, I don't know that. That's so I don't know
And
that.
so, Mr. Brown, that's why you're asking for a lie detector test as well, because at this point, you feel like you can't believe anything that comes out of her mouth.
Yes, Your Honor.
I can tell. Ms. Parker, I'm ready to hear from your witness now. Sir, please stand. Step up to the podium. State your name, please.
My name is Larry Parker III. I am her brother.
All right, thank you for joining us today, Mr. Parker. What do you know about this situation?
I
I know the situation is obvious that he has trust issues, he has insecurity problems. Obviously, a blind man can see that that's his child. I mean, look at the baby, look at him. I mean, it's just crazy. Like, we should be, I don't even know why we're here.
That's his baby.
Why are you here? I mean, obviously, you know that's your baby.
My airline is great. Here's my
No, your hairline not straight.
I mean, obviously, you know that's your baby. It's time to step up, be a man. Hell, I mean, do what you have to do for your child. It's time to do something right. What do you do? I'm there all the time. Be a man. Be a man. It's time to step up. It's time to step up. It's time to step up. Yes, ma'am.
Besides what you believe is a resemblance between the baby and Mr. Brown, what else do you know about this situation that would add to the testimony previously given by your sister?
She has been with this man since day one. I have never seen her with anybody else. I have never seen her. I am talking. I have never seen
One at a time, gentlemen, one at a time.
never seen her with anybody else. I have never seen her act like this. She is in love with this man. She has been thriving and been everywhere.
20 years.
And for him to just pull
I
out
said I can't believe she's 20 years old.
it's time for him to just step up and be a man and just say, okay, that's my baby. I'm gonna be the father and I'm gonna do everything for her. It's time to work.
Thank you very much, Mr. Parker. You may be seated. Thank you for your testimony. So, Ms. Parker, ultimately you're saying that this is pretty much destroying your relationship.
Yes, yeah.
Explain.
Because he's insecure, he always claiming that I'm cheating, I'm always out with I'm talking, he always claiming that I'm with another guy when I'm not. When I was with my friends.
But when you run off and then just leave the baby at home with your parents and be gone for a day and just don't tell when you're going.
So, Mr. Brown, you feel like this entire time you all been in a relationship, she's been entertaining other men as well.
Yes.
Your spidey sense is always on as it relates to her.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Ms. Parker, you admit that I do get missing.
Right, I do. But at the end of the day, I be with my friends.
How you know that you want to
No, it's another guy. He's insecure. I don't know what he's doing when he's at home. He's not
Oh, you mean this is pulling the relationship apart?
Yes, it is.
And it's affecting Malachi's life as well.
Yes, yeah.
Because Mr. Brown doesn't know for certain whether or not he's the child's father.
Yes, I just want to be a family with him. I just want to, I love him. I love him to death. But it's just this insecurity.
If you understand where you're going, then I wouldn't have
I always tell him, Your Honor, when I'm
Both of them not know they a little bit on the slow side.
You're going. It's a difference in coming back and going.
no, it's not.
And he's right though. She should tell him what she doing.
Yeah.
If you're in a committed relationship.
If you haven't been able to trust this woman, you don't know if Malachi is your child. Do you really want to be in this relationship or not?
I love her to death. I mean, I love her more than any other girl I ever met. And I love that baby, like, from my heart.
What do you feel?
I mean, whether he's not or is the father, I feel like I still want to sign the birth certificate because he's been there since day one. And, he's the only man like, I don't want to be with nobody else but him. Like, Malachi, he's the only face he's seen, like, he ain't seen no other guy. And I don't know, like, I don't want to interfere with their relationship and their bond.
Are you both ready to have the results now?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Jerome, the envelope, please. Thank you. These results were prepared by DNA
He
Diagnostics,
probably did that.
and they read as follows.
How can you see somebody on the first, except they didn't get the date right?
In the
Yeah.
case of Parker versus Brown, pertaining to 6-month-old Malachi Parker, it has been determined
I don't think
by
it's the father.
That's what it look like.
This, huh?
Mr. Brown.
It's not the father.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh, Lord. Oh, no, both of them gonna fall
It has been determined
apart.
by this court. Mr. Brown, you are not
I told you that's
Malachi's
what she
father.
said.
Because how can you see somebody January 1st, on the 3rd, on the 4th, you tell somebody I'm pregnant?
Oh. Uh-oh, he wiped it down
I'm
out
sorry
of his
for you
hand.
both. I know you wanted a different result. I'm gonna give you both a moment to compose yourselves, and then I'm going to meet you in my chambers. And I will give you the results of the lie detector test, okay? Court is adjourned. Mr. Brown, Ms. Parker, I have the results of the lie detector test here. Are you ready for them? Here. Okay. Ms. Parker, you were asked if during your relationship with Mr. Brown, have you had any type of sexual contact with another man? You said no. The lie detector determined that was the truth. So in fact, her testimony that she had never cheated on you during the relationship was in fact truth. Ms. Parker, I have to ask you, do you know who baby Malachi's father is? Ms. McKinney, you are here to prove to your husband that he fathered your 11-month-old daughter, Amira. You testify that his paternity denial is tearing you apart. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Brown, you say there is no way you are Amira's biological father after finding a sex tape of your wife with another man.
What?
You now intend to prove he fathered Amira. We'll meet that man
That's
in
crazy.
a moment. But first, Ms. McKinney,
Why they even come here with this?
tell us
I
why
tell
this
you.
is so important to you.
He's denying that the fact that that's his daughter, and it's not about looks, it's about DNA. And I'm here today to prove and show that he is the father of Amira Brown.
And I can see that you are really hurting right now. I can see the tears. What are you feeling, Ms. McKinney?
See, they be crying.
Oh my goodness, just gorgeous. What are you feeling?
I just hope that he's the father of Amira Brown.
Hope that he is.
Yes.
So are you saying that you really don't know, but you truly hope?
Yes.
Okay. That's why we're here, Mr. Brown. You do not believe you're Amira's biological father.
No, I do not. Because when she was born, she did not look like me. And I waited, I gave it time to see how she would look, and more every day, I love to take pictures with Amira. She has this face, and it bothers me a lot.
So you feel Amira looks like the man you saw on the sex tape of your wife.
Yes, I do. More and more every day, I see Amira's face and his face, and it bothers me a lot. And not only that, she looks like more than one person than just him. People in his family she looks like.
So how did you find this sex tape?
Well, one day the girls, they like snatching her phone, so they grabbed her phone. Before they even get into the video, I grabbed it and they pressed play, and I see them get on the video, and I didn't see what I liked, so I just disclosed it. I didn't watch the whole video.
The video came up, or you went looking to see what was in her phone?
Before they even get to it, I grabbed the phone.
Oh, because you knew it was something in her
Yeah,
phone.
it didn't look right. It didn't look right. It looked like a video, so, I clicked on it, and didn't like what I see, and I disclosed it.
Miss McKinney, how do you end up with another man doing a sex tape?
I mean, at the time, me and Mr. Brown was off on him.
How did you meet the other man?
I met him on a dating website. We started talking online, and then I finally met him in person, and he came to my house.
So how often were you sexually active with this man?
10 times.
And now, Mr. Brown, you believe this man is the father of Amira. I think we need to meet that man. Jerome, can you please escort our witness into the courtroom? Thank you for joining us, sir. State your name for the court. Mr. Fowler, we are here talking about the paternity of beautiful baby Amira. This court has learned that Mr. Brown found a sex tape of his wife and you in her phone. Is that true?
Yes.
What did she tell you about her relationship status when you first met her?
Well, when I first met Miss McKenna, we was talking on the dating site,
And the day I met him, Mr. Brown was present, but they wasn't together. But I seen her face to face.
Oh, the day you met her in person,
Yes,
he was there.
yes.
So how did the sexual relationship start with Miss McKinney?
Me and Miss McKenna been having
It's
sex.
Miss McKinney.
Oh, Miss McKenna.
You don't even know her last
Me
name?
and Miss McKenna been having sex the whole 2016.
You say you were in a year-long affair.
I met Miss McKenna the ending of, I met her the ending of 2015 going to 2016.
So, this is my question. What did she say? Who did she say Mr. Brown was?
She never told me. She said that she was out of a relationship and that it was done.
All right.
The babies
You
is
started
back.
having unprotected sex with Miss McKinney,
Yes.
and you all had sex all of 2016.
Right.
When did you find out she was pregnant?
Me and Miss McKenna met up, and she told me she was pregnant in June of 2017. Summer.
Okay.
Yes.
What did she tell you exactly?
That she's pregnant and she's ready to give birth.
So who did she say the father was?
She didn't tell me. She didn't tell me.
I said it was complicated. I believe it was complicated because, like I
Oh,
said,
that was for him.
that next day was April 9th, and Amira was born April 9th.
Did that man ever?
No.
When were you intimate with your wife, Miss McKinney? When were you intimate with her?
From the year 2017, I'll say we got back together in April. So yeah, around that time, April and May. And I left in June.
Before they got back together,
Said Amira was born in April of 2018.
Yes, she was.
So at some point, you said you were being intimate with both men, Miss McKinney, right? You were going back and forth.
That was the first time I met
The only reason why she was born early was because of complications, which her due date was supposed to be April 23rd, 2018.
Okay, so Mr. Brown, can you take me to the point you found out that McKinney was pregnant?
That was in July. When she came back, when I went back to her house and she went to my mom's house, and we took a home pregnancy test. And then in August, we went to the hospital, and that's when she found out she was 5 weeks pregnant.
So you were with her when she found out at the doctor's office?
Yes, I was there, I was present.
And then when you found out, did you say, oh, I'm so excited, or did you say, is this my child?
First, I was like, yeah, I'm excited. And then when we went to the hospital back in September, they said she was 11 weeks pregnant. And then when they told her to do
It
this,
was 12 weeks.
yeah, 12 weeks. 12 weeks pregnant, actually. And then they told her due date, whatever, we went back again, it was like April 23rd. I'm like, April 23rd, okay, cool. And the pregnancy, when she said it was complicated, I just felt like something wasn't right. Just felt something wasn't right.
Ah, so when she told you she was pregnant, did you know she had been intimate with another man?
Yes, I did.
Because you had seen him?
Yes.
Okay. So now take me to the birth. When Amira was born, where were you? Were you
I
there?
was present.
You were.
Yes, I was.
And did you sign the birth certificate?
No, I did not.
I was just learning something.
Oh, I said no because Myra looked like me. That's why I said
That too.
Why did you refuse?
Because since we're married and I think public assistance, they're gonna try to hit her with child support.
But you all were legally married. So why would you have to be on the hook for child support if you're legally married?
I don't want to sound necessary.
It is complicated.
She didn't know.
You said you immediately had doubts.
yeah, when I looked at Myra, I said, hey, when I was born, I was fat. But wait, look at her lip. Why does her lip look so fat? That's not my lip. My lip does not look like that. Oh, no, it does not. So from that time, I put it right in.
He laughing.
She's not mine. She's
That's his father.
Jonathan.
John, yeah.
More like him. And then you have people, inbox in her say, oh, that's not your husband's baby. It doesn't look like him. So, and my family was saying that she looks like me because my deceased father that passed away. They said that Myra has my dad's head shape. But then I started looking at it, I'm like, okay, she has my dad's head shape. She has some of my features. But when Myra smiles with her teeth, she has his face. I see it myself every day. So I know I'm not just going crazy and saying, oh, this is not my child. No.
You have done a full scientific study on this.
I sure have.
I mean,
You rocking from side to side. You making me nervous.
and you know, I believe
weighing on you, and how that's what happens. Your mind, everything you look like, poor little innocent baby doing, you're
You're not taking
analyzing
ice cream.
who she looks like, with teeth, without teeth.
And not only that, she started
You're
with my
not
child.
gonna take ice
So
cream, okay?
it's like
And now you're having another baby?
yeah,
Thank you for it.
no, that's my child.
But let me ask you, could you be the father?
No.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. So, do you believe you are Amira's father?
No, I do not.
When's the last time you were intimate with Ms. McKenna?
2017, April.
That's a whole year before Amira was born.
Right.
And that's why you're saying I can't be
Right.
the biological. Well, then, Ms. McKinney, why, if Mr. Fowler does this math and say, I was with her a whole year before Amira was even born, you were honest at the beginning of your testimony and said, this is why there's an issue. It could be this man or this man. You don't have the same calculation as Mr. Fowler?
No, I believe that Mary was the father of Amira.
So why did you tell Mr. Fowler you were pregnant at all?
I saw both of them when I was pregnant, but Big Mom was pregnant when he was born.
Well, why? I mean, if it's over with him and it's done, why? If you hadn't been with him for an entire year,
Yeah,
it's
they're
not a
lying.
picture.
Somebody lying.
Why tell him you're pregnant?
I have no clue.
She got,
You
she got what?
decided I'm gonna call and tell Mr. Fowler I'm pregnant?
Yes.
There's something you're not saying. So, Mr. Brown, now that you hear the testimony that Mr. Fowler said that it was a year earlier, an entire year, when they broke it off and the relationship was done, does that change your thought, your belief that he is Amira's biological father? He's saying he wasn't even sleeping with Ms. McKinney during the time that.
Well, she just said she was going back and forth though, between both of them, somebody lying.
Yeah, but she looks like him. And loves me. But not only that, like I said, she was down since December 2016 before they even knew me. Tell me she's in my hands.
Okay, so what is your relationship like right now with Amira?
I love Amira. She's a beautiful little girl. I've taken care since she was born. I just want to find out the truth. That's why I'm here today.
Well, there's only one way to get down to the bottom of this. Well, I'm ready for the results. Thank you. These results were prepared by DNA Diagnostics
This
and
must
they
be real
read
old, this really.
as follows. In the case of McKinney versus Brown, when it comes to 11-month-old Amira Brown, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Fowler, you are not the father.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
He's not the father.
Okay, I'll apologize. I'll apologize.
I'll say the time.
Thank you, Mr. Brown.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Jerome, I'm ready for the next envelope, please.
There was another man.
This next envelope.
See, she lying.
These results were prepared.
It was
by
some, it
DNA
might have been somebody
Diagnostics,
else.
And they read as follows. In the case of McKinney versus Brown, when it comes to
It was somebody else, so.
Amira Brown, it has been determined by this court. Mr. Brown, you are not.
Oh my God.
I told you she was lying.
Oh my God.
Oh Lord, I told you she was lying. Ooh.
Kenny, are you okay?
And she's pregnant. Oh my God, she was lying.
And I want you to sit in a chair. Someone call the medic, please. Just take a seat, honey, and breathe.
with somebody else.
Yeah, that's why they have two envelopes.
That's why she said she was back and forth.
That's why they have two envelopes. Which is one out of 10. Because I have two and one envelope.
I need to ask you, do you know who her father is? Well, I need to ask this respectfully. How many other possibilities are there? Do you remember? Gotta be honest with yourself at some point. You can't keep bringing children in the world with lies and paternity issues hanging over their head.
I knew when she brought out that second check, and then she couldn't get her dates right, and I was like, yeah, he said he ain't been with her. She was just hoping it was his, her husband, baby, without telling that she was with somebody else. Dang. Boy. Tell one lie, you gotta tell another one. That's all my mom used to tell me. That's why you don't really lie. You lie, you forget about everything. Yep.
Drag the defendant, your ex-boyfriend, Mr. McCarol, into court today because although you admit to having sex with more than one man, you are here with proof that Mr. McCarol is the father of your 18-month-old son, Silas McCarol. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. McCarol, you say that because of Ms. Bryson's admission, you have no choice but to believe that another man is Xylan's biological father. And after today's DNA results are revealed, you demand that Xylan's name be changed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Bryson, what is the nature of your relationship? You're separated?
Yes, ma'am, we're currently
Are you
separated.
working to get it back on track? Where are you all at in this?
We're not working on getting anything back in track because Mr. McCarol, he has foolish ways.
Wow.
And he wants me to be a whore like he is, and I'm not this type of person.
Mr. McCarol, you want her to be a whore like you are?
No, Your Honor. I have no idea where Ms. Bryson gets that from.
Are you just trying to say he cheats on you a lot?
Yes, every time we're together, he cheats. I wanted us to get married, okay? And he doesn't want to do that.
Yes, I tried
Because he wants to be a whore.
I tried to structure everything about my life to make it where we would never have to be here in this situation, where she would never have to worry about who her baby daddy was and none of that crazy stuff. I was
He
trying
don't
to
never
work
take
it
like
through
anything that he does, Your
so
Honor.
that we could not be here and have question marks on these kids' heads.
Everywhere he goes, he meets someone, and he always sleeps with them. Everywhere he goes.
It's not true.
What is true, Mr. McCarol?
I could see all this coming, and I tried to deter or avoid her from getting to this.
How did you see all of it coming, and what is it?
This situation where we got another beautiful young black woman that don't know who her kid's father is, that's steady.
Oh, you're a savior now.
I'm not a savior. No, I'm not a savior, but I could have avoided this situation. I could have avoided this by working and going to school and trying to make a better way for her.
And every time he works,
And hold on, why is it you weren't able to do that?
Cause, oh my God, I can't talk to my mother on the phone. I can't read a book without getting put out, cursed out. Or
Your Honor, when he did find a job while we were together, I was supposed to bring his lunch in for him. I called him, he didn't answer, and I know him. Anytime he don't answer the phone, it's a woman involved. And sure enough, it was. His friends, his best friends still to this day, they cheat together. They do everything.
Never,
Okay? They do everything together. He was
But wait a minute, I wanna go back to the part where you said you can't even read a book.
Yes, yo, man. I was reading, I believe it was Rick James' autobiography some years ago. As you can imagine, that is a very interesting book.
I bet it was.
Yeah, she upstairs with the baby. I'm downstairs because I'm trying to read. Baby was crying and whatnot.
Hold on, let us finish the story.
I'm reading the book. She come downstairs, up this book. I've been downstairs too long. I'm too quiet. I'm reading the book. What you want me to do, man?
The reason I came downstairs, I heard him on the phone with a girl that he had heard slept with. And we got into it about that situation. And
How do you know that was a girl?
anytime I bring it, I talked to him. He was telling her she upstairs sleep with the baby. When I get a chance to get out, I'm gonna come over, we go.
I don't know what
And
you
he's
got
like,
to do. I want to take a life.
it's always, I'm stupid, I'm dumb, I don't know nothing. Like he over here talking now like I'm the bad guy.
What was the nature of the relationship? What was going on in the relationship when you got pregnant with Zion?
When I had got pregnant, we were separated. He was with another lady. And every time he comes over, he don't know how to keep his hands to himself. Even if I'm in a relationship, he still does. As soon as my friend turns his back, he's touching on me. And I tell him, don't do that. But while I'm separated, I do love him with all my heart. Everything in me loves him. I want all my kids to be happy.
So you were with another man
Yes, I was.
in a relationship,
No.
and then Mr. McCarol
She
came
act like she
over.
didn't have no control over what he do to her.
Correct.
That's right. I braided No. Your Honor, I braided his hair. He came over. I asked the guy that I was in a relationship with, could I do his hair? He said yes. He came over and was flirting on me, touching on me. Every time we speak on the phone, I try to call him and let him talk to the kids. Every time that we speak on the phone, he always flirts. I never, ever cheated on him when we were together. Ever.
You just cheat on other people with him.
Yes.
So basically, you're saying he's the cheater.
Yes, and he tried to make me look like a bad guy.
But you're a cheater too.
In the past, I had cheated on guys with him because, like I said, I love him. But when I got pregnant with him, I was with someone and I broke up with him and I told the other guy why I was breaking up with him because I didn't want to hurt his feelings. And I can see that really just upsets me. I wanted to have him with him. I wanted to get married to him. Like I said, I've been with him since I was 18. I love him. Any man I ever talked to knows that I love him. Okay? I wanted to have a son. I wanted to get married. He didn't want to get it. He didn't want to settle that. Okay? And I got it. And then I was like, no man,
And I thought, you see, kind of shouldn't do this thing. I mean, they hear me.
And I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
You see, kind of those kids.
I understand that desire. A baby's not.
They will do that. Okay, my tell them.
Because I didn't get this man.
Don't know. Get ready, daddy is coming. You guys are going for the skating. Wear your shoe.
Want more episodes of Paternity Court? Make sure to subscribe and click on the notification bell. In your mind, there is no doubt around Xylan's paternity. You think this doubt, he's just making this up.
And I also have
I'd like to see that proof. You're planning a calendar,
Yes, ma'am, that's a conception calendar.
okay?
Based on that calendar, I conceived my son on April the 28th.
In this date, you were intimate with Mr. McCarol.
Yes, ma'am.
And now, in pink, you have outlined the window of conception, and you calculate. How did you get these dates?
Well, I actually went online because when I found out that I was pregnant, I had heard with some doctors. I was trying to have children. I hadn't had challenges. And I was curious going to the doctor.
Don't be fast, but that is almost here.
He told me I wasn't pregnant, so he gave me for a ultrasound of my ovaries. The next week I bought different colors and I was pregnant. And I bought 4 more, and they also came out hot. And during that time frame that I slept with Mr. McKenna, he was with a girl, she was going to college or whatever. And he came over while she was at school and slept with her while he told me he don't remember.
I mean, I do remember, I'm just saying that.
No, now he remembers.
I just said I remember that time.
So basically, you took the dates of Xylan was born, which is January 23rd, and you did a conception calculation.
Yes, sir.
And you came up with this window of conception. Outlined in pink. All right. Mr. McCarol, do you remember having sex with Miss Bryson on the 28th?
No, man. We were having sex around that time, but on the 28th specifically, I can't say that. She might have been with this guy. I have no idea.
The truth is, you all were separated at that time. You had another girlfriend you were dealing with.
Yes, no, yes.
Okay. Miss Bryson, when were you intimate with the other man?
Well, we slept together also on April the 26th. That's the day that I split up with him.
All right. So April 26th, other guy.
But I'm so bad.
Miss Bryson, that's just 2 days before you said you slept with
So,
Why are you not including him as a possible father?
Well, I just don't think that he is, because my son, he looks just like my daughter.
No.
And also, I have
That is yeah.
and they look the same when they were born. And that's why I just don't think the other guy is the father at all.
I think the total opposite. I think the new baby and my daughter look exactly alike, but Zion does not look like the boy my daughter.
You don't think the new baby does?